Hello, everyone. I'll take a question from you.
Hey Dan, you've won tournament MVP in both.
Hey, yo, y'all get a good look at this.
Yeah, that's what he was saying when he was telling me his schedule. Fired up.
Fantastic.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. It's the FIBA Under-19 World Cup Finals. And what a matchup we have for you between the U.S. and Spain. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. Guys, this is the matchup we've all been waiting for all tournament long.
Well, from very early on, it's been crystal clear that the U.S. and Spain were a class above the rest. Both teams unbeaten so far, so we are getting the best of the best.
And MP leads the way for the U.S. He's been able to live up to expectations in his first international tournament. But this will be his toughest test yet.
And we know that MP and Almanza had some words leading up to the game. The pressure is on both of them to walk the walk in what could be a classic championship game.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Brett Barry and Craig Anthony. Checking out now how the U.S. will start the game. George and Fielder are the backcourt pair. The leader of this team, MP, he's at the 3. Then rounding out the front court, it's Babb at the 4 and Barton at the 5. And to take a look at the starting lineup for Spain, you have Aguirre and Calderon in the backcourt. Out on the wing, it'll be Ceballos. Next to him, the star of the team, Almanza at the 4, and Fernandez bringing it all together as the center.
Well, since this thing started, this is the matchup everybody anticipated and has been waiting for. These two teams head and shoulders above the rest, and we're talking winner take all in this showdown. That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for USA.
That's a smooth long-range bomb from MP, building even more confidence behind that line.
And as you mentioned, both Spain and the U.S. are undefeated coming into the finals. Both a perfect 6-0 through the group stages and the knockout rounds. Greg, this is going to be a beauty.
Yeah, and the reality is neither has been challenged thus far, but with the championship on the line, we couldn't have asked for a more perfect matchup.
And in terms of prospects, Almanza is as polished as they get. He is game ready on day one.
And he's such a fluid finisher, especially for his size. There isn't any weakness to his game. Gives you everything you could want from that position.
Almanza's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. A 3 from MP. Gets it to go. And MP already into double digits in the first half. He has certainly come out with passion to start this game. Here's Almanza. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's what Aguirre does. He makes things happen, that time by dishing it.
Now we all know shooting and defense are keys for the international game. That's why Tim Fielder has been so important for the U.S.
Well, he does both things at such a high level. A very sticky defender, and you can't sag off of him on drives on the offensive end. This guy helps spread the floor, contributes in a lot of ways. Good to see these kind of quick decisions from a young player. MP not wasting time on the J.
Spain trails by 12. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Down low is Mendoza, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right, and that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And here is Lopez, following the three-pointer by MP. Pass to Lucas, jacks up a 3. Good on the triple. All right, Greg, one matchup to watch. Barton and Fernandez going at each other at that center position.
Both of those players have huge size and command such a presence. They play so similar, and both have a relentless style to attack the paint.
But Barton not shy about throwing his weight around on the glass. Excellent rebound there.
To the middle. Here's Mendoza. MP grabs the miss. USA leading by 12. Releases. And they cash in right away with a quick shot. MP's got 23 points.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Cans it from downtown. He's got 26.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Here's Almanza. He's got 8. And here's MP for 3. Spain grabs the miss. Lucas with it. Lopez. The layup off target. MP has been leading the charge for USA. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. We've got more in store for you right after this. Championship game for the under-19s here. Second quarter getting started. Spain trails by 15. And even though, Brent, Almanza isn't in the NBA, he has been at the pro levels in Europe for quite some time.
Well, since early in his career, he's been playing against grown men. When you're 16, 17, that is huge in your experience and your development. Almanza ready for anything.
Now, here's MP. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Here is Calderon. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. USA leading by 18. And here's MP for 3. Good. MP is playing with a chip on his shoulder. 30-point night for him when his country has needed him the most. Campbell against Calderon. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lucas. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And for all of the concerns and all of the chatter that was out there of whether or not MP could step up for the U.S., those things have been put to bed.
And a lot of folks viewed this tournament as MP's first real test. Well, he's passed it with flying colors with the performances he's had.
It's good. And they double up MP. USA moving the ball around. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. And USA making a change here. Dixon's checked in. Here's MP. And that one off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
And you know what, Brent? Something that has stood out all tournament long. The leadership role that MP has stepped into.
Well, since the opening jump ball, Kevin, this guy has been the alpha dog for the U.S. That says a lot. He sets the tone, and he says what needs to be said.
And what a showing from MP. He's come out and made a statement to Almanza and the rest of Spain.
Well, Almanza may be full from eating his words right about now. All he seems to have done is light a fire under MP, and he is torching him right now.
Three-pointer. Rebound by Garcia. And here's Calderon. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Rebounded by Coleman. Calderon's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Campbell kicks to MP. For 3. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 42 in the game.
Well, if you're the USA team, there's one guy outside you have to watch. That is Edgar Calderon.
You know, Brent, he has been one of the best outside shooters all tournament long. Can knock down the three with the best of them. Another three for USA.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Ceballos. He has yet to score. To stop the run. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires from the line. A second chance effort. Coleman gets the bucket.
That's a testament to the effort there on the board. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Pass to Ceballos. Goes up on the wing. That one's not going to go.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. The screen from Campbell. The three from MP. They get it again. Shoots over Lucas. Up and in from the low block.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Now, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
And it's USA out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to our coverage of the Under-19 title game, with the second half on the way. Calderon's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Well, Brent, tonight, no greater example of how global the game of basketball has become.
Well, Spain has especially embraced the sport, but all over Europe, basketball is ingrained in the sporting culture. The NBA ecstatic about how things have taken off across the pond.
To the inside. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
Now Spain with it. Inside, here's Lopez. No good with the layup. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
Aguirre passes to Mendoza. To the paint. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup. Almanza's got 10 points in the game.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And Greg, the way that Aguirre can navigate the floor, he is as elusive as they come.
And he has a great sense of how to set his teammates up. So much of Spain's offense comes from Aguirre's ability to create out of thin air.
Here's Mendoza. Pass to Lucas. Here's Almanza. Connects from three-point range. 13 points in the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here's MP for three. Spain grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Spain, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting for Spain, Lopez at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, the last time the USA squad won this tournament was in 2021. They went all the way when France was the host.
And you can see some of those similarities between that team and this one. Even with their recent success, you know Team USA expects nothing short of a championship.
The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, power move by MP. Could have been an and one there.
To the inside. Here's Almanza.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Barton, and such a nice move to make the basket work.
Well, Barton owns the inside, and right now it looks like he knows it. Great stuff on the interior.
Now, here is Aguirre. Nothing on the board.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Here's MP. Lucas with the rebound. And it's Lucas with the ball for Spain. Down low. Here's Mendoza. It's hauled in by USA. There's 1:54 left in the third. Barton sets a screen for MP. Pass to Fielder. USA moving the ball around. MP. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. MP's got 54 points. Now Spain with it. You know, Brent, all game long, we've seen MP getting what he wants on offense. And I see the smile on your face. You love the way he plays. Clearly outplaying Almanza.
And this is exactly what Almanza should have been afraid of. MP is cooking him and looks anything but overrated.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
.112 left here in the third quarter. Here's Lopez. To the middle. Here's Mendoza. Barton with the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
And a new group getting ready for Spain. And both free throws good for MP.
And Sean Babb for this USA squad is a guy you gotta squeeze because he's the glue that keeps them together.
And the ability to facilitate and create out of the post or elbow, critical. Babb has great court awareness and helps the U.S. get the looks they want. Stretching out the defense, MP, impressive range shown there by the youngster.
Fernandez, that's good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the basket is good.
Now the defense was just all over him, but MP just too strong down there.
Here's Ceballos. Still without a basket. Lopez outside. Off target with his three. And so it's MP making things happen for USA. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we are down to just one more quarter of play between Spain. Making a switch here. Jay calls time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or And different coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The long distance three is buried.
Having that solid jump shot's really a big part of the appeal with MP, a jumper he can keep improving on.
Now Spain with it. Aguirre with it. Pass to Almanza. All sorts of time. Spain again can't hit. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
To the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Count it, good.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Now, here is Aguirre. From deep, sinks the triple. Almanza's got 22 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
MP, that's for two. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Bab's got his first basket.
Well, Bab is big. That's a large man down low. You got to box him out.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez outside. Here's Almanza. No good on the three. So it's USA now. MP fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
The three from MP. Another three for USA.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Now, here is Aguirre. Pass to Mendoza. To the inside. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
MP, that's for two. Spain grabs the miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here is Aguirre. And there it is. The USA gets it done. And they win the Under-19 championship with a perfect 7-0 record. Brent, what an incredible tournament for them.
Well, if you talk about a complete team, that was this USA group. Dominant on both ends of the floor, and they came together at the right time to cap off this historic run.
You said it, Brent. What more can you say about the play and leadership, too, of MP? He was phenomenal all tournament long, and he backed it up with his guarantee that the USA would win it all. Big words from a young man.
And, Kevin, it's not bragging if you can back it up, yeah?
Who's overrated now, man? Still you. Come on, you did your thing now. Hey, enjoy my anthem, man.
Bye.